With all the Sword and Shield news, we got a bunch of updates for the Crown Tundra, as well as the reveal of Galarian Slowking. Hey, this is GatorEX, and yeah, let's go ahead and discuss everything that happened. Now, yeah, this morning we got a full trailer for the Crown Tundra, as well as some other things. Overall, it was a 10-minute presentation. It was really good. So let's start off with the first big important thing, Galarian Slowking. Now, in the trailer, Galarian Slowking wasn't expressly revealed per se. Now, you know, there's kind of a montage of a bunch of stuff for the Crown Tundra. We saw Galarian Slowking in it, and as we know, all of the smart people here on this channel, we know to check the Pokemon website for additional details, so let's go ahead and do that. So we've also got the brand new art for it as well, so we get a better look at it. So yeah, not as much vampire as some of us were thinking in terms of like predictions, more so wizard, I guess, or mage or something, or sorcerer, powerful magic user basically, especially with everything in its in its lore, in its ability as well. So it is the Hexpert Pokemon, poison psychic type, not poison dark. Makes sense that it would stay poison psychic to be consistent with Galarian Slowbro. Its ability is Curious Medicine, so we'll discuss that in a bit. It says, a brainy Shelder takes charge. A Shelder bite set off a reaction between chemicals secreted by Galarian Slowking's brain and the spices inside its body, causing Slowpoke to gain the poison type as it evolved into Galarian Slowking. The Shelder's intelligence also skyrocketed, giving the Shelder psychic powers that put other psychic Pokemon to shame. Alright, so interesting. So it seems like the Shelder itself is the one who's benefiting from it. So I guess that makes sense, because it almost looks like the Shelder's taken over completely, as opposed to, you know, say others. Right, with, you know, regular Slowking, the Shelder is enhancing the intelligence of the Slowking, but it seems like it's the other way around with this evolution. So that's okay with this form, so that's interesting. So instead, the spices inside Slowpoke give the Shelder abilities, and the Shelder takes over. Honestly, I dig it. A Hexpert that communicates through strange incantations. Galarian Slowking have been observed uttering incantations in order to communicate with each other. They also appear to chant mysterious spells when using moves in battle. Exactly what these Slowking are saying is yet to be fully understood. So pretty spooky as well. We also got a release date for the Crown Tundra. Didn't mention that, but we're getting it October 22nd, so I guess just in time for spooky month. So if there's anything spooky as well in the Crown Tundra, I'll be able to cover it pretty quickly. But Galarian Slowking is pretty spooky enough. Honestly, like, you know, it looks weird. It's even got some of the goop dripping out from its side if it falls asleep in the Pokemon camp, which I don't know how I feel about that. But it continues. Galarian Slowking's signature move, Eerie Spell. Eerie Spell is a psychic type move in which the Pokemon attacks with tremendous psychic power. If hit, the opponent doesn't take damage. If hit, the opponent doesn't only take damage, it also loses 3 PP from the move it last used. Okay, so kind of like Spite plus, well, okay, damage plus Spite. You know, Spite was always kind of a, not a lame move, but it kind of was. So giving it as an added effect to a move, I guess that's, you know, a little better. As far as for how much damage it does, I don't know. Now its ability, Curious Medicine. Galarian Slowking's ability, Curious Medicine, is a new ability introduced with this expansion. When a Pokemon with this ability enters the battlefield, ally stat changes are reset. So it gets rid of the effects of, say, Intimidate. Now, from the images that we see here on the website, it seems like it activates, well, if it's slower, right? It seems like it's activating at the same turn as the opponent's Arcanine's Intimidate. But regardless, having it in your back pocket, you know, it works for any stat changes, huh? Ability, new ability, stat changes are reset. So that includes gains also, it seems like. But anything like that, you know, Intimidate, it'll fix that. Any other stat lowering effects, it'll fix that as well. So that's pretty neat. Overall, I think Galarian Slowking looks pretty neat. As for other updates in the Crown Tundra, we've got a bunch of other things. For one thing, in the trailer, it seems like the legendary Galarian birds are flying, or at least we see that with Articuno. If they'll be roaming legendaries, I don't know. I mean, you know, technically every Pokemon is roaming now, you know, now that they appear in the overworld, or unless this is part of an in-engine cutscene, because it does seem like it's in-engine rather than like a specific, you know, separate cutscene. So how that plays into things, I don't No, but if they are roaming to a degree, that makes sense, them being migratory birds, and bringing that mechanic back for Pokemon, for legendary Pokemon at least. We also see some of the residents of the Crown Tundra very briefly. Nothing too big, but it does show you, yes, there are people there. There are like villagers or something there. We get a look at one of the dens for one of the Reggies. It's pretty obviously Regieleki with all the electric things there. So that's interesting as well. You know, some other tidbits here and there, small bits. Something going on with Peony and the main player. It seems like they're hiding and watching something. Probably one of the legendary Pokemon, whether it be like the Galarian birds and watching them fight, I guess, or it could be them discovering GatorEX, something along those lines. As far as like theorization stuff goes, there's not much we can say with this trailer because it's all just kind of general information. Again, you know, it comes out in less than a month, so it's all kind of like this whole presentation was exactly what it needed to be. Basically just saying, hey, here's the new Pokemon. Here's some other tidbits of the Crown Tundra. Here's the release date, as well as some other things. We like updates. We got the announcement for the Ash Hat Pikachu, which are going to be coming periodically, so that's cool. We got Gigantamax Melmetal officially revealed, and the way of how it's going to be implemented, just, you know, with Pokemon Go and Pokemon Home. And the last thing is we got a music video, which is kind of unexpected. Now, you know, so we knew that this was going along, or there was going to be like some collaboration between the Pokemon Company and a Japanese band called Bump of Chicken. That was it. Interesting name. But the music video is legitimately one of the best Pokemon things I have seen in so long. It's worth a watch. It's posted on the Japanese Pokemon YouTube channel, so you could watch it there. But it is just beautiful, honestly. The song is pretty good too. So we got basically an anime opening for the whole Pokemon franchise. So that is just neat. Like I said, that's probably the best thing. Okay, important things: release date, Galarian Slowking officially revealed, and some information on it. Other updates here and there, and then the music video was just such a nice treat. Again, it was like a 10-minute presentation, so it might as well have been like a Pokemon Direct, but I guess they didn't want to call it that, because you know, the music video takes up like at least 3 minutes of it, so listen, you know. But that's basically all we've got, and so it's really nice knowing that the Crown Tundra is going to be releasing, October 22nd, so pretty soon, a week before Halloween. Yeah, that's a week before Halloween, just about. But with that coming up, that'll be interesting as far as like you know, gameplay, trailers, or not trailers, gameplay and videos as well. So stick around, stay tuned for that, because we'll be discussing it when it comes out. No more theories, I guess, because again, you know, we didn't get much theory stuff to go off of from this trailer. And the game is coming out within a month, so not until after it's released, but we'll get back to everything, especially if there's something spooky in these games, which I love that we have an October release for a Pokemon game, because this, for all intents and purposes, this is the game for the year. But I love that we have it in October, because now if something spooky happens, we can actually discuss it in October instead of like or late November, which has been the case for so many Pokemon games recently. But let me know what you think in the comments below. What was your favorite thing discussed today? What do you think of Galarian Slowking specifically? That's probably like what most of this video was anyway. And do you love that music video? Because oh my gosh, I love it. I'm gonna be watching it, listening to it all day. But if you enjoyed the content, remember to leave a like and subscribe to show your support. You can enable notifications by clicking that bell icon next to the subscribe button. This will make sure you see each new video as it comes out, and will make you a member of that Shingling squad. Anyway, this has been GatorEX. Have a nice day.